Okay, we're on page 100 of lesson 5, and we're starting the step-by-step called Paste Tables from Excel and Word. We're still using the same presentation, and we are going to insert a new slide after slide 7. So insert a new slide at the end of the presentation with the title-only layout. So go ahead, insert a new slide with a title-only layout, okay? Step number 2, type the slide title ATM Total Transactions. ATM Total Transactions. Okay. Step number 3, click away from the title box. Okay. Step number 4, launch Word. Launch Word. So go to your Windows menu and launch Word. Word. Okay. So we're opening up Word, and it says here, open the ATM total transactions document from the data files for this lesson. So File, Open. Now navigate, so click on Browse and navigate to your desktop, to your CE 101 folder, and to your PPT folder, and to your student data files for lesson 5. And then open a document called ATM Total Transactions. Okay. All right. So we've opened that up. Step number 5, press Control A. Press Control A on your keyboard. Select everything and then click the copy button. Switch to the ATM solution presentation. So now we're going to go back to our PowerPoint. Okay. So we're back here. And then click paste. So click paste, and now we have that same table pasted in here. Now you can click undo on the quick access toolbar or press Ctrl Z to remove it. Okay, first they made us paste it, and now they're asking us to remove it. So step number 7 is launch Excel. Okay, now we're going to open Excel. All right, we're going to open Excel. And now we have Excel. And it says open ATM total transactions from the data files. We're going to go back here, File, Browse, go back to your desktop, go back to your student data files in the CE 101 folder. For me, they are in here, 5, and then open the ATM total transactions. Okay, it's going to take a second. And, whoops, something going on. And didn't show up. Oh, there it is. All right. So that opened up, and select cells A1 to D7. A1 to D7. So basically they want to select all of this data, and then click copy on the home tab. Okay. And when you copy, you get a little box with the dotted line around it, and then switch to the PowerPoint, switch back to your PowerPoint over here, and then click the paste button. Click the paste button. And now we have an Excel table in here. All right. Note that the themes formatting isn't applied in this case. In the case of the Word table that we had pasted, it had that bluish table. So when we are copying a Word table into PowerPoint, the formatting gets applied. But when we are copying an Excel table, it doesn't get applied. And the reason for that is very simple. It's because Excel is a spreadsheet. It's not really a table. It's a whole bunch of cells next to each other. But the table in Word was a table. So you were copying table to table. From Excel, you were copying data into a table format. And that is why it doesn't get the same colors. Okay. All right. So we've done that. Go ahead and save. And then they want us to close our Excel. Okay. So go ahead and if you can find Excel and Word down here, you can, yeah, we can go ahead and close. Okay. And it should not ask you if you want to save something, because remember, we didn't really make any changes. So we're done. Now we'll go back to our PowerPoint. It says leave the presentation open for the next exercise. Okay, we're still on page 100 and we're on the next step-by-step called add a row and column. Step number 1, click slide 6. Click slide 6. The team leaders slide, okay? Click at the end of the word Jones in the last cell, okay? And press tab. And now we have inserted a new row, okay? In the new row, type Western in the first column, okay? In the first column, Greg in the second column, Greg in the second column, and Chapman in the third column, Chapman in the third column. Step number 4, click in the cell containing Eastern, okay? Click the Table Tools Layout tab, Table Tools Layout tab, and then in the Rows and Columns group, in the Rows and Columns group, click Insert Above. Click Insert Above. A new blank row appears above that cell's row. Okay? Now we move on to step number 5 on page 101. Drag the lower border of the first row upward, decreasing that row's height as much as possible. So let's take our cursor and put it here and click and then drag and make it smaller. Okay, this should be a capital N, and this should have been team leaders. I must have missed that. Okay. Step number 6. In the new row, type northern or northern actually. In the first column, Krista. And in the second column, Geller. Okay. So your results should resemble figure 5-10. If you take a minute and look at figure 5-10, does our table look somewhat like that? Yes, it does. Okay, step number 7. Click and drag across all the cells in the division column. Okay, so we're going to go down like that and select the column. You can also place your cursor above until it becomes an arrow and select the whole column. On the Table Tools Layout tab, click Insert Right. And now we have another column over here. A new blank column appears. In the new column, type the data as shown in figure 5-11. Okay, so it says there that if the table becomes so tall that it overruns the bottom of the slide, move the table upward on the slide as needed by dragging its outer border. But in our case, we're good. Okay, let's go ahead and type here states. So whatever's in figure 5-11, copy that. And here we're going to type Michigan, Nebraska, enter North Dakota, enter Wisconsin. Okay, let's go to the next cell here, Connecticut, enter Maine, enter New Hampshire, enter New Jersey, enter New